Please don't ask my belief. So my English is not good.
Don't ask
but
what?
we will understand
Don't,
further.
don't ask what?
My belief.
Why?
You know better, like you will be beheaded or something else,
Oh, okay. So like now nobody knows that you are a Muslim. I get. So guys, I'm not going to tell you that he is a Muslim. Go ahead.
So I have a lot of misconceptions about Quran, Sunnah. And when I ask them, they are only saying like, you don't know Arabic, you don't know this. They only depend this religion by knowing Arabic or something else.
And?
Yeah, so I'm just mentioning some of the verses, like they are depending, like Quran is a miracle. So can you explain for me the chapter, Surah Mu'minun, the miracle of embryo?
The embryo?
Yeah, like embryonic development stages which they mentioned.
Yeah, I have a multi-degree in the embryo. Actually, the first embryology study I did, it was long time ago. And good you asked me about my specialty. If we go in the Quran, I mean, you came to the perfect person, you believe it or not. I was #1 student in the University of Afghanistan in Somalia studying embryo. I mean, they killed a lot of people. They threw them in front of us. They said, like, choose any embryo for you. And I was like studying, So in the Quran, it says that Allah, He created the embryo in a very embryonic way. So according to Muhammad, the sperm become a dead blood, which is proven to be correctly. I have my cousin. So, he mastered. Hold on. Let me explain to you, please. My cousin, he masturbate, but he did not clean up. He left it in the kitchen and the counter. He went vacation. He come back after a month. He found a big piece of blood become almost meat within a month. How you explain that to me? Because this is true. The sperm become a dead blood, and dead blood become a fetus.
Allah, I'm confused so much,
What confused? It's clear. It's clear like the sun. So, sperm becomes dead blood.
I accept this is definitely a contradiction. So another meaning, like they are what does it mean? Alaka. Alaka means like a clinging cloth. No, when you see the embryo, it becomes
alaqa mean dead blood.
So why are they adding these meanings like clinging cloth?
They are trying to make different understanding so people will not notice how stupid it is.
Can you debunk it? Clinging
no, this
cloth?
is what it means. You go right now dictionary. This is what alaqa mean. Even in the Muslim translation saying that, look, this is the Muslim translation saying this is a congealed blood. This is a solid blood. Solid blood is only solid when it's dead, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. We do not need to debunk it. This is their translation.
So definitely, yeah, this is definitely a contradiction. But as a Muslim, I will say as a Muslim, yeah. So how will I hide my belief? Like I have got so many misconceptions. Like they are deceiving us by many interpretations of the Quran. When you ask them one of the interpretation of the Quran, they say, no, this is not correct. Let us jump to another. When that is incorrect, then say, let's go to the classical Arabic. So this is the game they are playing with us. We can't decide how to, what to choose.
They cannot play with me. They can play with someone who do not know the language, someone who is not educated about the garbage of Muhammad. But if you have, especially if you speak the language, this game will not function for a second.
I know about 30% of the Arabic, so I can explain to them, but they are not accepting with me.
You see, if you think Muslims will accept you accusing the Quran, you are mistaken. The Muslim will not accept that. The Muslim, they will say,
I am a student in university.
Huh?
I am a student of university.
Okay.
Yesterday we had a subject about the seerah of the Prophet. You know seerah? Like they said, women was like that. They were buried alive. They were raped.
Nowhere in the Quran it says that. This is a false translation. the verse in the Quran speaking about the soul. So when the soul is buried, the soul will be asked for what reason you're being killed, or the body, like the human being. So that have nothing to do with the infant. They add the word, like if they mention to you this issue, say to them, can you show me where it says the word infant? Nowhere. You know, where it says the word female? Nowhere. So the Muslims, when they fabricate stories, you know, you have to check it out. You know, never listen to a Muslim saying anything to you, because every Muslim is a liar until he proves the opposite. And if I go right now to the verse you are mentioning, you will see the Muslims adding the word infant, adding the word, you know, female. What is that? Why it's not coming? Hold on, give me a second.
النساء مرأة.
Let us type it again. Because there is copying from their website. All right. So here you will see the word female, the word infant. Where is those words? Nowhere to be found. You know, if you highlight, this is either and when, supposedly mean when, okay, which is funny. And then al-maw'uda, in order to understand what this maw'uda mean, and you will see, which means if the one is buried, you go back to the verse before it, and you will see speaking about the soul. The soul the soul will be joined with the body, and the body is the one is buried. So now the soul joined, so the body can talk. So the body, which now resurrected with the soul, will be asked for which reason was buried or killed. Nothing to do with the female, nothing to do with the female, nothing to do with infant. This is a fabrication.
Yeah.
If the Arab used to kill their daughters, we will not exist.
So, you know, can I say one thing?
You can say two if you want.
Yeah, there is a verse in the Quran like this said, we are not punishing someone before we have sent any messenger, you know. Like whenever you read the history of the Arabic, they are saying like murder was in the high level, raping women, everything, like they are saying this. So, you know, when you want to send a messenger, you have to send it before something is happened. So everything was on the high level, everything. When Muhammad came, said to them, just repent and I will forgive you.
The question should be, if Allah will not punish you unless He send a warner or a messenger.
Yeah.
How many messengers Allah He sent to India before Muhammad?
According to Islam, 1 lakh, I don't know, 100,024.
No, but name one.
Like,
ask them to name one sent to India before Muhammad. No. Remember,
there is nothing like that.
Yeah, and remember, India is not one nation. There's hundreds of languages, and the Quran make it clear that Allah never sent a messenger except from the people speaking the tongue of the people. So, in order for Allah to warn India, therefore He can punish them, He have to send hundreds, if not thousands, of messengers speaking the tongue of every ethnic group. And now a Muslim, he will say to me, oh no, Muhammad sent for all mankind. Just to make it simple, to debunk your stupidity, for those who say that, I just say it, never before you, Muhammad, which means before Muhammad. So before Muhammad and in the time of Muhammad, never Allah sent a messenger except speaking the tongue of the people. So before Muhammad, who are the prophets of Allah sent to India or Japan or China? As long He will never. Based on this, Allah will not punish the Chinese. Allah will not punish the Japanese. He cannot punish the Indian. He cannot punish the European. For Muhammad was sent only to the Arab.
Yeah. So another thing I'm saying, I have studied a lot of prophets. So, you know, the only prophet in Islam I loved was Jesus. You know why? Because everything he was talking about was spiritual. He was trying to make you spiritual and make you near to the God. So this is the only thing I love about Jesus.
Well, this has nothing to do with Islam. Muhammad is a hijacker. He is a thief. And you will notice that the name they have there is Isa, which we do not know. But anyway, the character of this person, Isa, which is supposedly Jesus, does not fit with Islam. For Islam is a very ugly, disgusting, sexual, hateful, deceiving cult. So Jesus there does not fit. So it's like somebody, like you go to a group of people, they claim to be from one ethnic group, but then you find one of them, he have totally different look. He don't match there, regardless how they look like. And this is how Jesus looked like in Islam. He don't fit because he never been there. So Muhammad as a thief, he stole names who they are. He believed they will help him to spread his false teaching, to deceive people, not because he believe in Jesus, but because he want to use Jesus as part of his scam. So like scammers when I hijack your bank account, they will not call you and say we are scammers. They will call you pretending to be from the bank, correct? Yeah, they will send you an email from your bank, look like your bank, have the same title, the same address, the same etc. Then they say to you, please change your password. So now why you are going to put your password there? Because they fool you. They made you believe that this is your bank. And this is exactly what Muhammad was doing. So he was trying to capture the beautiful image of Jesus, put it in his book, so he can scam people, make them sign into his garbage scam.
Yeah. So one thing I noticed from your teachings, like there is one verse in the Quran which is talking about those who take like lords, like their monks, accept Allah and the Jesus. Can you mention that verse?
Yeah. The verse actually there, language is long. In the language is long, because he said those who took those who they took their monks and rabbis as gods instead of Allah and Jesus. That is a stupid statement, because he just made Jesus and Allah the God we should follow. But the Muslims, in order to fix it,
so can you let me to explain this verse?
Yeah, you see, if you read the Islamic interpretation, they try to fix it, so they add a lot of brackets.
Yeah. So I will. Can I translate it?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So here it says, "Attafizu, you take akhbarahum, your rabbis are your monks, warhbanahum are your lords, or what? Arbaban, on the Lord, like lords, min dunillah wal masih, except Allah and Masih." So here, after the word Lord, there are two names, Allah and Masih. So it clearly mentions that Allah is the Lord and Masih is the Lord. So they are just trying, they are adding here two, the word two. The word two is not there, so it clearly mentions that Allah and Messiah is the one. They are lords.
Yeah. And this is obviously a stupid language mistake in the Quran, unless it mean what it mean. However, there's other issue with this stupid verse, which is the meaning. Why? Because those who took their rabbis and their monks as lords instead of Allah, actually not beside Allah, min dunillah. So what the verse? If you change the translator, actually, if you change the translator, you will see.
No. I know the Arabic. I know this.
But my point is, there's more dangerous in the stupid verse from what you think. It's not only about Jesus being God now; it's about the meaning, because according to the Quran, those who take their religion from the monks and the rabbis instead of Allah, they are false. They are kuffar. But this is what the Muslims do. We ask the Muslim, what does verse mean? They say, let us see Ibn Kathir. Let us say Al-Qurtubi. Let us say, this guy and that guy. So the Quran saying those who take their scholars' opinion instead what Allah is saying. So the Muslim, they don't take what the Quran is saying, they go to the scholars. But the Quran is saying clearly.
So can I give you an example?
The verse saying clearly that the one who do that is not a Muslim, he is a mushrik.
Yeah, can I give you one example?
Sure.
Like, suppose there is a room and here are students and teachers. So I am saying to you, stand up all the students except the teachers Ahmad and Mahmoud. So here, who became teachers? Ahmad and Mahmoud.
Correct.
So he clearly, definitely says that Arbaban is Lord's, is taken from Rab. Rab is used for Allah. So Arbaban is used for Allah and Masih at the same time. So as I already said, stand up except teachers, that is Ahmad and Mahmoud. So in the category of teachers is Ahmad and Mahmoud. So here if you see in the category of lords, there are two gods, Allah and Masih. That's clearly.
Yeah. All right, my friend. Thank you very much for your share.